Okay, there we go. Just need to move my microphone a little closer. Swing away. Okay, yeah. Away real quick. There we go. Okay. So, what's the plan for today? I want to practice a few skips and then basically go right back into any percent. That's the idea for today. So, should be the correct. Oh, I forgot I need to set up my live split. So annoying. I have to re-download live split. Just quickly go ahead, see where I have my live split file, or what it's supposed to be. It's here. Exactly, okay. So I need to delete my live split and download it again. Something happened. Something happened when I when I updated it last night. I want to. My live split code. Okay. Seems like it works again. Good. Those these. This. Here are splits. Here. And I want this one. Need to open my layout. But there might be potentially. I think I might have deleted them just now, but it doesn't really matter. Edit. 5, I guess. Yes. Split to bot. Yes. Timer. And only question is, I want to always show. I always want to show current run. I don't want to show like bests. Splits alternating upcoming. Fill with lags. Always show last. Yes. Split high. Like. Delta. Oh, first, okay, cool. only have to basically change splits to 5 instead of 16, and then I'm already good. Okay. I think it is under splits. Edit splits. There, and then that looks good. Other. How did I do it last time? Last time I did it quite quick. Global hotkeys. Settings, I want to make start and split on space. Hotkeys, double tap prevention, game pads. Good. I guess I'll just have with effect. Yeah. Might not show my actual splits. Why? I mean, I roughly know anyways what I need to do, so should be okay, I guess. Here, yeah, looks decent, I guess. Okay. Finally. Okay then. Yeah, plan is just to get a better 20% time. Also, I did an actual improvement from last time. I actually got towel for myself this time. Not like yesterday when I sweated through my entire controller. But yeah, I don't really need that yet. So let's put it here for now. Okay, so what's my objective basically? I want to make sure I get 3-3 skip, I want to make sure I get 3-4 skip, and then the question is how fast can I get 8-2 skip, how fast can I get 5-3 skip? Of course a couple of other things, but those are the big ones, since that's probably where I can save the most time this run. Of course I have to get 1-2 skip, basically, so that's maybe slightly annoying, but should actually not be too bad. Shouldn't take too many resets, and even if I reset after 5 minutes, whatever. Pretty consistent with chapter 1-1 anyways, so the only one is basically I mean, obviously there's the first tutorial skip, but I'm pretty good at that. Usually, of course, I would use energy on these, but I want to try something out with the 3-3 skip that uses energy. So I want to make sure I have it at least 2, so I can try it twice before I have to start farming. Let's go. I also just realized I should have gone to my New Game Plus save file, and that way I could have had more energy, but I can do it after the skip. Of course, this backdash I shouldn't actually need multiple tries, this is far too easy. Okay, that's annoying. I agreed it. I can still do this. Last time I couldn't do it. If I remember correctly, it should be closer to this thing here to the right. not just blind dashing, yeah, exactly like this. So, okay. Is there another way I can reliably kill myself here? I don't think there is. Oh, come on. Hey. You're not gone? Oh, it's just disconnected. But am I actually disconnected? Oh yeah, I'm disconnected. At least on Twitch. Oh, there we go. So... So let's see. So I'm gonna go back to 3-3. I mean, the obvious thing would be to practice, or not practice, but learn the new 3-3 skip, but I don't think that's gonna be full game viable for a while. Already kind of insane that that 1-2 skip is already full game viable. I mean, to be fair with that one, it's much easier to reset after 5 minutes than it is to reset after, I think, like 20 minutes should be here. Wait, where's my life split on my computer? Here, yeah. So, yeah, roughly, yeah, like 20 minutes till you are in 3-3. So I basically want to try something completely new, at least for me, which is I want to use the Storm ability for the 3-3 skip. No clue if it works out, but we'll see. Also not sure why the first hit didn't hit. Okay, I guess I'll just get this crystal even if it's overkill. Not sure why I suddenly feel like the last backdash is harder than before. It used to be really easy. Okay, so what I do is basically I'm gonna this. The thing is already, if I can get reliably here, that's already quite good, because technically I should at least know how to get up from there. So basically go here. I mean, I know this is not the actual setup I usually use, I just want to see if it works. It doesn't look like it does. I think the usual setup is here. I thought it was on this thing. What about here? Okay, this looks like it could kinda work, maybe? Might be because I usually used to do these setups when I had, I think, more relics. That might be an issue. But let's see. I also don't remember those rocks being that slippery. I haven't even gotten backdash once down here, so that's kind of what confuses me a bit. Say I go here, and I do this. Because I cannot get up here. Okay, that works. Let's see, does it actually work? So I can only backdash on this thing. Okay. Okay, just out of curiosity, let's say I land here. Oh, okay, then let's try again. Why does it seem like I have more issues now to get a good angle on things? Is that because the controller, or is it just because... At least I'm using the correct controller. Or at least the one that I think is the one without the problems. Basically what I do is I'm gonna go here. Yeah. Like here. I'm gonna go here. Yeah, that's the problem, like one jump here isn't enough, sadly. Good enough? It is. Okay, good. Yeah, exactly. So I can easily get here. The question is, what do I do after? That's the thing, if I could do an easy like one jump, would be all good, but I have to do like a weird double jump thing. Oh, come on. Oh, that's not very nice. But I have an idea. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but I can still try it out. If I can kill myself here. Otherwise, good luck. Ah, okay, perfect. Perfect. No, okay. Because if you could get a camera change there, you could even skip much more. But actually I can try again, I guess. Okay. I would have liked to still be in bounds, actually, out of bounds. Because I don't think I can kill myself here. Or can I? Let me see. Not that I know of. Let me see. Maybe I can... back somewhere. I can't go back here. Maybe... Doubtless going to work. Let's see, actually. I mean, worst case, I can get damaged this way, I guess. Yeah, that's good. That way I can die. The only question is, am I gonna spawn before the thing, or is this a checkpoint? Let's see. Hopefully it's not, but let's... Ah, it is. Okay, then let's try again, I guess. Because that seemed like it's quite good, actually. See, what time is it now? It's 8 PM soon here. Should make sure I get a little bit of sunstone crystals. Fat fingered the PlayStation button. even still got it. I didn't think it would take that long for the cutscene to play. Okay, let's see if my setup works. Why is it suddenly so hard for me to do this last one? What the hell's going on? The only thing, like, I get all of the relics I would usually get as well, and my angle is good, so why does this work? Like, I seem to land somewhere, otherwise Knack wouldn't hover in the air like that. Especially on this one. Okay. Interesting. There we go. If something like this happens to me in a run, that would be heartbreaking. Okay, so walk like this. Go roughly here. Yeah, okay. Okay, it seems like that distance is too high, but if I get it again, I can just try. I don't think I'm gonna use it in the run, but good to know. I just have to do this annoying skip. Not this annoying skip, I mean this annoying out. Could be kind of not that nice. I don't think I want to do the dash attacks like here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, much better, I think. I think that's what I have to do. Okay, I like spam jump there, nothing happened. Not that it really matters, just have to get some more. Okay, here, let's see if this crystal is still here. It is, yeah. Enough? Yes, okay. I also don't know if it's my internet that's worse or if it's Twitch, but I get disconnected from Twitch like already, I think 3 times. But YouTube seems to be stable. Let's see. That's the problem if you go for the quite late dash. So maybe I just do a triple dash. Because if I do a triple dash, if I mess up the last one, I can just go back. So I also dash here. Yes, exactly. Oh. Okay, so maybe actually I could double storm this, let's see. I'm gonna have to kill myself a couple of times before that works. Yes. Let's see, get this. Get this. But the thing is, do I actually care? Because it's not really that much fast. I mean, it's faster, of course. Okay, yeah. So let's jump down here. Let's get this. Let's kill this guy. Okay, that way I have 2 bars of constants. Okay, nice. completely forgot you don't actually need to backdash anymore. You only need to backdash if you don't collect the relics there. But I forgot. Because when are you ever gonna do it? Yeah, I think it's a timing thing with that backdash that I just misremembered. Okay, so I'll do that. Oh. Yeah, okay. Why did I... Oh, that's annoying. I have to farm the shit again. It's already 8 PM. I should also practice other skips. That was much better already. Yeah, much better. Just a timing thing. Nice. Okay, I'll try this one once more. Oh, I forgot I can't. I forgot I can't dash attack when I'm in the storm ability. Okay, I just want to know if it works or not. That's all I want to know. But at the very least, it seems like my new setup for 33s works. I just have to somehow do it. I somehow have to do it in a full run. That's the only thing. Okay, come on. Dash too late. So... let's see, is the angle still good? Oh. The good part, at least once you're here, is you cannot get back inbounds anymore. That's quite good. Okay, so... I basically just fall down. I'm just gonna... Oh, I need to backdash on top of it. Oh. But hey, more practice. Do I have to kill myself now? I might have to. Let's see. It's gonna be close. Okay, good. Yeah. Just realized I split on my screen. It's not where I usually look. Okay, there we go. Not that it matters now, but better to realize it now than later. I really did not like this timing, but luckily it didn't matter. So the question is, would this be good enough? I don't think it would be good enough to storm from here. I really think I need to go down, yeah. I just need to... All I needed was to backdash on top of that thing. This time's gonna be really close. But yeah, one more try. Okay. timing. Ooh, close one. Okay. So once I fall down, I basically want to just like, once I'm here already, just want to do this. Yeah, exactly. So I do get there, but the camera doesn't change. Okay, got it. Okay, so what's the next thing I want to practice? 5-3, yes, I want to practice 5-3 for a bit. Because getting that soon is very, very important. I need to kind of figure out how I want to approach the skip as well. Because technically you don't have to do a double backdash, but the distance is gonna be extremely, extremely close. Or it's gonna be extremely tight to get that skip. Actually, I could have just gotten the crystal here and use it on the enemies because I don't need energy to practice anyways. I could argue maybe I want to do Storm, but the thing is, in any percent, I really can't afford to use Storm for this skip. I have to also remind myself that I even need Storm for 3-3. Something else I could try. I don't really remember. I don't think we can skip the cutscene, because if we can like skip it, then it's super easy actually. Did I just jump out of bounds? What happened to that? There we go, okay. Interesting that I can jump over this like small thing, but I cannot actually get through the wall. That's kind of funny. But the thing is also, even if I get to skip it, it doesn't matter because I need the extra relics anyways. So the only way would be if I could go back up here. Which I mean I can try really quick, but if I remember last time at least I tried, it didn't work. Let's see, one thing I want to test basically. Yeah, I have to do it closer to the wall basically. Do it closer here. Actually, I landed somewhere. Yeah, so I actually jump over the death zone there, but seems like anything I can do from there. Anyways, let's practice. The thing is, even if I could just jump on there, it would be pretty decent, because... So, just out of curiosity, let's say I'm like on here, this thing. Would that work? That's the big question for me. This corner looks like you could backdash onto it, but a bit too far away, sadly. Also, I would love to see the part where it came from, because I remember I saw it before. Anyways. Actually, something I want to try is, can I jump away from the death thing and then walk back into camera? Because, no, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, that was good. Could have done it, but I didn't, just because I wanted to practice, but yeah, I can basically do it anyways, because I can kill myself over the gate anyways. I feel like I have to jump much quicker. Yeah, like this, I think that's much better. A bad angle. Let me actually try something. I don't think it works, but no. I was thinking, can I jump on this small part there? But look at. Oh, there was something here that I could like do a small backdash on. Oh, maybe this. high enough. It's also not high enough, sadly. Oh, but yeah, here you could. So sad. Let's try this maybe. If I can get a second backdash, this 100% would work. Almost have to go around the corner here, so one isn't enough, sadly. I can backdash on top of that thing. What a tragedy. This thing is also like. This thing doesn't seem like I can backdash on top of it since I also can't do this. So. It's really annoying. Let's try again. I think that's the trick, is basically to do a quick double jump after backdashing. That's it. Yeah, because now I did the slow one again, I have to kind of... Yeah, I think that's it. So, kind of feels like you want to have a long jump, but the height you get with the quick jump is much more valuable. Yeah. Okay. That was also a close one, actually. And bad angle. Wow, yeah, it's so easy once you get it, kind of. Okay, let's see. I just need to get like one good setup and then it's all good. Yeah. So what else? Didn't I say I wanted to do something in 7-2? Or practice something in 7-2? I don't think so. Oh, I don't think so. 7-3 is okay, 7-4 is okay, 7-5 is okay. I can do 8-2 again, why not? I want to practice, or not necessarily practice, but I want to do 12-3 as well, because I feel like I'm pretty inconsistent with that skip. I don't know why. I think I know why. I think I feel like I need to get much more distance than I actually need. That's the issue. Okay, very important to kill the arrow guy and the archer and the bomb guy. This guy's pretty much irrelevant. Technically the bomb guy is also kind of irrelevant. The only person that truly is relevant is the archer guy. My angle's so bad all of a sudden. Very nice. Hit 4. I wanted to try. I wanted to practice 9-2 a little bit. And I'll try to start latest 21, I guess. I'm gonna do 9-2 skip and then 12-3 skip. I think that's good enough. The other skip I want to do, I think so. Luckily the skip is already here. And yeah, metal doesn't matter. I mean, it might matter for the skip, but afterwards it doesn't matter anymore.
Looking good, Knack.
Just want to know, I think I can. This one should be easy because I should be able to do it from this thing, right? Apparently not. Yep, okay. And then, while I'm at it, might as well do the skip as well. I technically can also skip this cutscene, but it's literally not worth it. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, this skip is basically purely about angle, nothing else. Yeah. 9-3 should be okay. 1 is okay, 10. Okay, that's okay. Basically, the skip. Is there a chapter 13 skip I want to practice? Not really, because once I get. There's one skip in 13.3, but I'm pretty confident in it. So basically can already start in like 5 to 10 minutes, 20 runs. I forgot. Luckily, understood that. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the issue. I think I just for whatever reason think I need to walk more here. So it's literally not necessary. I think that's the issue I have. Okay. Double check, but that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna do my setup really quickly. Gonna set up my keyboard so I can actually split. Gonna set up my towel so I can easier draw my hands. Okay, perfect. Maybe move my microphone a tiny bit so I can actually see what I'm doing. I guess I can also open Spotify. So I don't have to listen to the game for 2.5 hours. Okay. Check. Exactly. Desktop is muted. Okay. Let's go. I should first actually delete my old saves because I don't have the most amount of space on my computer. Should probably get an external hard drive at some point. Right, this is correct. Yes. Yeah. Get back to YouTube. Okay. Okay, let's see how long or how often I have to reset this time for one tip. It's bad jump. tiny bit too early.
Knack, pick up those relics. As you can see, Knack is capable of explosive growth.
Wrong robot.
Knack can power up by absorbing the energy contained within sunstones. Once energized, he can release the power of the sunstones.
Ooh, very nice, very nice.
As a massive shockwave. Knack, use the... Knack, power up again using the sunstones. Knack can also use the power of the sunstones to transform himself into a storm of relics.
Actually, is it faster to use Storm on the next enemies here? I'm not so sure. Yeah, but actually above average 1-1, pretty good. Because the thing is, I think if I Storm here, I actually get the slow motion, but I should concentrate, I guess.
Blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
It's so close. Really, really good actually. Wow. My new setup is really, really good for full game runs. Okay. Let's reset. Yeah, quite happy. Also, I should move my... Here, my headphones currently are kind of tangling into a controller. Can I do this? Actually, let's see. I can't move this because of the table, I think. Move my table slightly. Yeah, okay. This a little bit here. Actually, that might have made it worse. It's back again. Yeah, it should be okay, I guess. Quick drying of the controller. Okay. And now it's good. It's actually insane to me that we got chapter 1 under 5 minutes now.
What you see before you is my ultimate creation, Knack.
It used to be, I think the best that we ever got was like, it's sub 6 minutes maybe, before that. Actually maybe a bit lower, since Elad also found the skip in 1-2 that kind of jumped too early again there. Or I didn't remember to not jump a second time there. least I got the second hit. Quite good one this time again. Usually I get the bad setup. A little longer this time.
Knack, pick up those relics. As you can see, Knack is capable of explosive growth.
I didn't expect both of them to walk towards me. I thought one of them would at least charge.
Knack can power up by absorbing the energy contained within sunstones. Once energized, he can release the power of the sunstones.
Wow, I did not think that would actually work. My setup thought I was so bad.
Knack, use Knack, power up again using the sunstones. Knack can also use the power of the sunstones to transform himself into a storm of relics.
I had to take a bad setup since the guy instantly attacked me. But yeah, consistently sub 340 1-1's really good. I want to actually check what the world record is for that
Using the
IL.
power of the sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Ah, fuck. That's bad. Jumped a bit too much. I shouldn't have. I probably should just double jump dash there. No, double jump dash attack. I think that's not a good idea. It already reset it. Let's see what time is it now. It's
What you
20:45.
see before you is my ultimate creation, Knack.
I guess I'm gonna reset until 21:30. Ah, that one's close. Nice again. Okay. So now only the crystal skip and the rest should be pretty trivial.
As you can see,
I mean, to be fair, the crystal skip is also pretty trivial at this point. Again, wrong robot. Okay, in my opinion, I pressed attack, but apparently the game doesn't think so.
Knack can power up by absorbing the energy contained within sunstones. Once energized, he can release the power of the sunstones explosively as a massive shockwave.
Used it a little bit too early. Waited a tiny bit longer.
Knack, power up again using the sunstones. Knack can also use the power of the sunstones to transform himself into a storm of relics.
I hate that I have to take bad setups because of this guy. Okay, concentrate.
Using the power of the sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Come on. Was too far to the left. That's the only bad thing now, because I did 1-2 in my last run, I basically have to do it in all of my runs now.
What you see before you is my ultimate creation, Knack.
What? I was already on the ground there. A double jump. Basically just need to get 1-2 skip in, and the chance of me getting a PB is quite high. Wow. Okay, I'm 100% sure I dashed to the right. Okay.
you see before you is my ultimate creation, Knack.
Nice.
Knack, pick up those relics. As you can see, Knack is capable of explosive growth.
Why couldn't I get 1-2 skip first try? Would have been so good.
Knack can power up by absorbing the energy contained within sunstones. Once energized, he can release the power of the sunstones
So bad.
as a massive shockwave.
That's okay, I guess.
Knack, use the... Knack, power up again using the sunstones.
It's also much smarter to just use, just waste quote-unquote an attack to get both the pistols. At least this time he's a bit nicer to me. Okay. Let's get this first try. Don't really want to reset here anymore.
Using the power of the sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Wait. I'm so confused. So what the hell's the problem here? Okay, so I was already just too far or what? Can I just walk this? Let's just see if I can walk this. If I can walk this, I'll just walk it. This. I think this is my third. This is my third, I think, reset now because of this second jump up there. See, it's that easy. Then I'll try walking strategy now.
What you see before you is my ultimate creation, Knack.
Nice. So many unnecessary double jumps. Nice. Why doesn't it move that far away?
Knack, pick up those relics. As you can see, Knack is capable of explosive growth.
Nice that none of them charged.
Knack can power up by absorbing the energy contained within sunstones. Once energized, he can release the power of the
okay, still good enough. Nice.
As a massive shockwave.
Nearly forgot that I want to use energy here. Okay. So.
Knack, power up again using the sunstones. Knack can also use the power of the sunstones to transform himself into a storm of
So far, pretty good. Wow, even sub 335, even though I messed up the backdash there at the end. Let's do this now with walking.
Using the power of the sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Okay. Whatever, let's try this once more. Good. Fun. Might have also been this good because I had probably a short cutscene.
What you see before
Not cutscene,
you is my
loading screen.
ultimate creation, Knack.
I would say the chance of me getting 1-2 skip once I get that walk is probably like 50%, maybe 75%. Just have to get that walk. Lucky. Completely messed up my timing that I missed that one jump there.
Knack, pick up those relics. As you can see, Knack is capable of explosive growth.
Also feels like the left one charges up much longer than the right one. At least I still got the jump there. Where I got stuck.
Knack can power up by absorbing the energy contained within sunstones. Once energized, he can release the power of the sunstones explosively.
My left stick is sweaty. It's not good.
Knack, use the... Knack, power up again using the sunstones. Knack can also use
Have to
the
clean
power
it
of the
once
sunstones
if
to
I reset
transform
again.
himself into a storm of relics.
Almost the earliest I can clean it is at the end of 1-2, but I would like to have the beginning of 1-2. Oh, what a disastrous setup. At least still sub 340. Okay, let's do this. This time or never.
Using the power of the sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Oh, come on. So close again. Looked really good at that point. Oh yeah, I wanted to clean the joystick. Go.
What What you see before you is my ultimate creation, Knack. As
Now the only question, I mean, I guess that's also something I can see if there's maybe a way to, if there's a better setup to get the end of the skip more reliable. That's something I should look into after this run. So I also don't want to reset 20 times after 5 minutes.
As you can see, Knack is capable of explosive growth. Knack can power up by absorbing the energy contained within.
See, now this should also be a tiny bit easier.
Once energized, he can release the power of the Sunstone's explosive.
The second one would have been good. Well, this one would have also been good. Well, whatever. Not worth to reset for this. Also used my smash there way too early in the air.
Using the Sunstones. Knack can also use the power of the Sunstones to transform himself into a storm of relics.
I dashed there, but I guess dashed too early or it didn't register correctly. Yes. Didn't look, but should have been okay time.
Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Okay, I just want to try it again once. I mean, obviously I'm gonna reset, I just want to calibrate, kind of. Maybe I will change my dash strategy a tiny bit. Simply just closed my Twitch chat. I can also reset already. Let's see.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Let's see if it gets better if I change my angle very slightly. I mean, obviously, I should do this first. Let's see.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Where am I? Okay, let's try again.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Okay, basically that happens. I'm kinda like... fucked, I guess is the wrong word, but I kinda am fucked. Just see. I guess I'm gonna try if I can figure something out in the next 15 minutes and then I'll continue.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Not good, not good, not good.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
I completely messed up direction there just now. That's on me.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
So there's an invisible wall here. I think that's what used to be the case as well. So there's an invisible wall and I somehow have to be able to kind of slip through it. And the question is how?
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Okay, is it because I just jumped that I couldn't jump anymore, or why? Actually, I have an idea, I just don't know if it's actually good or not.
With a barrage of relics.
I want to try like a walking approach. Well, that was bit much, I guess. Problem is, yeah, storm ability is useless because I literally cannot see myself. So
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
okay, what I want to try actually is I want to basically
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
did I think I walked off a bit too early there. So.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
The problem, yeah, exactly. The problem with this is kind of that I have maybe an idea. I just don't know if it's gonna be good or not. Let's see.
Using the power of the
So I'm gonna do the same thing I did before, but instead of dashing, I'm just gonna jump. Tiniest amount. I couldn't jump there anymore, so... But let's try it again. I want to have more than just one sample size.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Messed up again. Actually, I have another idea I want to try.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Again, but let me quickly think actually. So, if I go on this thing and I continue on there, I'm gonna spawn on the right of the room. So I should try to either go maybe tiniest bit to the left or back left. I'm just gonna try maybe left once. See what happens.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
And to this one I didn't take the angle hard enough. Yeah, much better. Oh, this. thing. It's like super weird. I don't really understand like how like the areas look there. If I knew that, it would be so much better. It's so much easier as well.
With a barrage of relics.
Okay, so I guess.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
I'm gonna try a different dash angle, I guess, and hope that it works, because I can't think of anything else, to be fair. Because I usually dash to the right, so if I slightly dash top right, maybe that actually helps me.
With a barrage of relics.
Okay, that's already quite good. Let's try that again. But to be fair, it looked like I got lucky there, so yeah, let's try it again. See if I get lucky again. Or rather, if it really was luck. That's the question. Now it's 21:30, so if I do another run, it'll be roughly midnight, which I'm okay with. I guess I'm gonna practice until, or I'm gonna try until 21:30, and then I'm gonna start resetting again until 10 p.m. maybe.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Ah, that's so annoying. The thing is, maybe I can somehow only jump once, because the double jump is basically what messes me up completely.
Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Yeah, honestly, it's just... I don't want to say it's RNG, but I mean, it feels like it. So. Whatever, let's just reset again. Let's see, is everything good? Yeah.
What you see before you is my ultimate creation, Knack.
Nice. So basically just... I feel like it's not worth it to practice that part of the skip, it's just... It's easier to just reset. As long as I get it in like 10 tries, I mean, it sucks. Because that means 50 minutes, but... what you gotta do, I guess. sad that I cancelled that attack. That's okay. Oh, I also needed 2 attacks for this guy. Oh, that was so bad, but luckily it didn't matter. Oh my god, this is... I don't even want to play this one anymore. Just all around, I think I fucked up like 4 times already in the first 2 minutes. That's not something I should continue playing. Oh, and now I forgot to start the timer. What a waste. Now time to also controller a bit. Okay. At least this time I remember to time.
What you see before you is my ultimate creation, Knack.
Oh, this guy just stood there doing nothing. Lucky. At least this time it wasn't my fault. Okay, much smoother.
Knack, pick up those relics. As you can see, Knack is capable of explosive growth.
Not sure if I just messed up really badly or the robots just weren't where they usually are. Or at least one of them didn't move. One of the two. Hey, let's get this crystal skip.
Knack can power up by absorbing the energy contained within sunstones. Once energized, he can release the power of the sunstones explosively as a massive shockwave.
Not good, but could have been worse, I guess. At least I got it.
Knack, use the
I'm so happy I don't have to do the skip in
Using the Sunstones.
any percent or no gain plus with the crystal as well.
Knack can also use the power of the Sunstones to transform himself into a storm of relics.
At least sub 350.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Oh, let's go. Finally. Still gonna be negative. But that much? Wow.
Be on guard, Knack. These woods are full of dangerous creatures.
But at least I got it. I mean, the run isn't at a point where 10 seconds matter, so... Question is now, where do I want to use my energy? Because I have far too much currently. Come on. Okay, I'm not sure why it didn't target that bug, because I'm like 90% sure he was actually in my field of view. So in chapter 2, basically, I can improve a few seconds on my 2-4 skip. Yep. Okay, I think my dash setup was just bad. I mean, the second part was better because I played it a bit safer last run, but the first part was really bad.
They dug these tunnels 100 years ago, looking for relics.
But again, like, even if I also get a red time here, there's no need to actually reset because I can save around 3 minutes later, so...
Knack, pick up that old drill. Should still have some relics left in it.
Now I remember, I wanted to use the energy on the two big guys. That sucks. But actually... I don't know, should I use it? I'm just gonna use it. Because last time I also had the issue that I kind of oversaturated on crystals. So here I have 3 bars, I think. Well, I mean, not after. After this, I think after this I still had 1 bar, but I mean I wasted like half a bar basically. Yeah, that's also worst RNG for the middle guy to walk towards you. Let's see. So this is not gonna look good. At least I got the double kill. The only question is there energy somewhere here? Like, do I want to use it somewhere? But I don't think I do. Yeah, the game really wants you to do a jump attack here. So then skip the relics, that's nice. Ooh, that was scary because the big guy can actually hit you when you're in mid-air or setting up, and I don't remember this guy shooting that quickly again. Oh, okay. That's what I get for resetting so much. Also, usually this guy doesn't attack my direction this early. Lots of weird things happening. But I guess my energy usage is better than last time.
Careful, Knack. That type of rock is very slippery.
Luckily he did his focus shot. Otherwise would have been a tiny bit slower since I would have had to jump on ice. Hello, I double jumped. I double jumped again, nothing happened. Cool. Also just walked off this rock without doing anything. And here I would have really liked... Jumped also a little bit too early. So I had to wait until I was down again to jump again.
In going into a mine without force of numbers. You never know what will goblins, guardians. The greater the treasure, the risk. From there, I branched out into security robot.
I don't know why, but it seems like for me currently, like skipping cutscenes is actually harder than usual. Also, at least this time the robot got hit by the bomb and didn't hit me. Also, this robot didn't hit me, which is nice. Triple kill? Yes, no? for 2-4 I need some energy. But I got enough already. Gonna get a little bit more in this few seconds. Oh, that's rare that none of them do a focus shot here. Quite nice. Because otherwise I would want to use energy there actually. At least in New Game Plus I would always use energy there, because of that reason. Remember the bird, exactly, perfect. Okay, I thought he was a mage. Apparently he wasn't. Yeah, if all of them would have moved towards me, I would have stormed, but since 2 of them didn't move, I guess it's better to just yeah. Oh, what a disaster. Definitely not a good run so far. At least hopefully I'm gonna be able to save a bit of time in 3-3, because yeah, it's already red soon. Ugh. Okay, and I of course get stuck on the wall there and hit by an arrow. Oh, what a disaster. Might as well go for a skip here. That's so close. Honestly, no, it's not worth it. I'm gonna reset again. Reset. Let me just quickly delete my recordings. I have more space. Where is it? Ah, here. An absolute disaster of a run, basically.
What you see before you is my ultimate creation, Knack.
disaster. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna reset until 22:15 and then I'm gonna stop for today, I guess.
What you see before you is my ultimate creation. Knack.
I think actually the trick here is you have a higher chance of them walking closer to you if you just walk a little bit past them. I mean, sometimes the one guy, because that just stands still completely, but I feel like happens less often. Oh, nearly messed that one up. Good save.
Knack, pick up those relics. As you can see, Knack is capable of explosive growth.
Bad jump. Or rather stupid jump.
Contained within sunstones. Once energized, he can release the power of the
Nice.
sunstones explosively.
Wasn't sure, I thought I jumped too far, but luckily I still got it.
Knack, Knack, power up again using the sunstones. Knack can also use the power.
That was a beautiful setup, but sadly I got it second try on it. But yeah, that was such a nice direction change. Well, I wanted to say a really bad setup, but luckily it didn't matter. Okay, concentration. I really don't want to reset here. That also doesn't happen often, that I get the slow motion.
Using the power of the sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Oh my god, like the camera change messed the movement up so bad. Like I didn't even think I would get the first jump. I basically jumped into nowhere on the first camera change. It was so bad.
What you see before you is my ultimate creation, Knack.
Yeah, I think that's it. Just have to be really careful not to get hit by whoever is attacking. The problem is I was far too close to the thing when I dashed. I have to stand a little bit further away. I think I need to get a hotkey as well to reset my hammer.
What you see before you is my ultimate creation, Knack.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, much better. Much more forgiving as well from the timing. Because if anything, I'm early. This guy moves away inside.
Knack, pick up those.
Hey Bonnie, how's it going?
As you can see, Knack is capable of explosive growth.
Oh, but at least you got a run in, that's quite nice. What's the time on that one? Oh, yeah. Oh, come on, really? Why didn't I actually kill him? Why didn't I hit him? So weird. I guess if he dashes or if he charges up, I just have to dash towards him and just say whatever. I'll just take the time loss.
Can power up by
Since it's
absorbing
relatively
energy
small.
contained within sunstones. Once energized, he can release the power of the sunstones explosively as a massive shockwave.
Come on. What? Yeah, go for it.
Knack, use... Knack, power up again using the Sunstones. Knack can also use the power of the Sunstones to transform himself into a storm of relics.
Now it got slow motion in the last 2 rounds or 3 rounds.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Let's go.
What you see before you is my ultimate creation, Knack.
Yeah, so this strat is quite risky, actually. I just wish that 1-1 would be a tiny bit shorter. It's so boring. Come on. Yeah, 235 was actually quite good. I can feel like I'm getting fatigued slowly, but I'll try until 22:30 and then I'll just stop for today.
What you see before you is my ultimate creation, Knack.
Thank you, I'm gonna need it. I think at least I got extremely unlucky with my 1-2 skip attempts so far. Because at least for the last part still don't have a consistent way of doing it. So that's not that nice. The rest I get pretty consistently, but the last part just no. would say maybe 20% currently. And then combined with the 1-1 fatigue doesn't help. Would be nice if we could start the run 1-2. Then no need to do this every single time. But I mean, to be fair, it's mainly just because I need to reset in 1-2. But I think I have a pretty good 3-3 setup now. So I'm pretty confident with my 3-3 strat. Not sure why it didn't hit me, but it should have.
As you can see, Knack is capable of explosive growth.
Okay, let's see, does he? Okay, nice, doesn't dash. That saves me some brain cells.
Knack can power up by absorbing the energy contained within sunstones. Once energized, he can release the power of the sunstone's
I thought the first one was good, but I guess not good enough.
Knack, use the Knack, power up again using the sunstones. Knack can also use the power of the sunstones to transform himself into a storm of relics.
Sub 240, 345. Pretty decent. Let's see. There we go.
Using the power of the sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Come on. Right, so let me think again. So let's say I'm here and then I'm dashing towards here and I land far to the right. That technically means I should try to stay there still, but I can't. So I'm not sure how to actually do that well. Okay, so reset. Yeah, that's basically what I've been doing the last hour, 2 hours. I forgot to start. Yeah, it's just when I practiced it like yesterday, I was really confident in it. I think I also got it relatively soon, like yesterday as well, during my full run attempts, but today, no, absolute no, I got it once so far. And my chapter 2 was so bad that I basically decided it's not worth continuing. I actually have to remember to, so actually start the timer. Okay, Bonnie, no worries. I mean, I'm also not gonna stream, I guess, too long anymore if I can't get this in the next 22 minutes. So I already wish you a good night.
For you is my ultimate creation, Knack.
But yeah, I think if I can't get 1-2 tonight, I'll just probably practice the other setup, Ilat's setup, because it doesn't actually, I think, lose that much time over this one, so... better for now, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll reset 2 more times in 1-2, and then I'll check out Ilat's setup for the 1-2 skip and just do that one.
Knack, pick up those relics. As you can see, Knack is capable of explosive growth.
Nice, none of the dash. That I like.
Knack can power up by absorbing the energy contained within sunstones. Once energized, he can release the power of the sunstones
Really nice.
explosively.
Okay, usually that doesn't damage me, but sometimes they just damage you.
Knack, use...
Okay.
Knack, power up again using the sunstones. Knack can also use the power of the sunstones to transform himself into a storm of relics.
And then I got stuck there, unlucky. Okay, actually no, I'm only gonna do this once. And then I'm gonna look at Ilat's strat. Let's try that.
Using the power of the sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Okay, I don't actually need to... Actually, I want to try one more thing, just out of curiosity.
Using the power of the sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Bad camera change again. again, bad camera change. Can't I just get this first try? Why do I always have to get it second try? It's so annoying. Okay, whatever, I'll try once more. Then I'm gonna say whatever. Oh wait, no, I don't press space, I press disaster. What the disaster? Okay. One more try and then I'll change my strategy.
What you see before you is my ultimate creation, Knack.
Okay, this guy is standing still. Not ideal.
As
Okay, nice.
Knack, pick up those relics. As you can see, Knack is capable of explosive growth.
Also, I don't think I'm gonna do the 2-4 skip anymore just because I feel like I haven't practiced it enough. So especially currently, there's just no need to actually do it. Okay, this time I actually got it.
Knack can power up by absorbing the energy contained within sunstones. Once energized, he can release the
Actually,
power
I
of
think
the
the first jump would have already
sunstones
worked.
explosively, as a massive shockwave.
At least this time I'm gonna do this. So it doesn't accidentally hit me.
Knack, use the... Knack, power up again using the sunstones. Knack can also use the power of the sunstones to transform himself into a storm of relics.
Sub 340, that's pretty good. Okay. Now
Using the
concentrate.
power of the sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Finally, let's go. Come on. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna lose a little bit of time. I didn't even realize that my old one was that good. I definitely was decent, but not that good. Oh, actually, only 2 seconds more.
Dangerous creatures.
Thank you, Bonnie. The trick is not to be consistent. I get it maybe once out of 10 resets, maybe? And maybe a little more, maybe like 1 out of 6 or 7. Because the problem is that the last part is basically just RNG currently. With my setup at least, it's RNG. Come on, I thought I was already far enough on the distance. But yeah, I hate that skip, like... Yeah. But this time I got the bug, nice. Oh, didn't I say I didn't want to use energy here anymore? Maybe. Oops. That's not an issue. Just have to collect 1 or 2 more crystals. Okay, now I have to make sure I actually have the right setup for this backdash, because last time I didn't. So I lost like 15 seconds for nothing, basically. Yeah, that looks good, I would say. Yep. Here I like to wait just a little bit. Just to make sure I'm actually on the rock. And I don't... And on the rock is actually not the issue. The issue is if I instantly continue walking, I might walk off the rock without jumping. And that's a disaster. So.
Years ago, looking for relics.
And yeah, I have a, I think, pretty good setup for 3-3. So at least I think I tried to do the skip like 10-15 times and I got it every time, so let's see about that one. Yeah, I would have liked this guy to actually move, but luckily anyways he didn't actually attack me, otherwise it would have been really sad. Was it actually here where the skip was, or was it... I think there's also a skip. Oh, I literally just boxed through the crystal. Oh my god, I thought this guy would actually walk towards me. Oh. Sad. Also, this guy didn't move this time, that was quite nice. The last few times the middle guy walked towards me, which is like the worst setup for that part. There's also, of course, the setup where you land on top of the gate. It's not a gate, it's I don't remember what you call that thing. Anyways. relics. It's nice. I saw it not going for this, so I wanted to see how fast it is, but I messed it up, so I guess not very fast. Oh my god, what the hell? Wow, that's so unlucky. What the fuck, that literally never happened to me. Good thing. First, I actually anticipated him to roll back because he usually always rolls back, and then I canceled my attack. Okay, this time literally none of them rolled back. That's very unusual. Okay. My only hope is that if I don't go for the 2-4 skip, the time I wasted last time is big enough that I'm going to... that it's not going to be too red. But yeah, me dying there is like... literally never happened in my... since I basically picked this game up a couple of years ago. I've never even seen it happen either. That's just really sad. Anyways. Then I got stuck on the wall. Miss. At least this skip did it nicely for once. And then I also just got stuck there for a sec. Okay, also usually it doesn't hit me there.
You never know what you'll meet.
Bad skip. Really, really ugly chapter 2 so far.
From there, I branched out into security robots.
Or do I just go for 2-4 skip? Because after what happened, I feel like I have to go for it, but I think it's smarter to just not... I mean, it's definitely smarter not to go for it currently, but I'm sure I have another... I mean, I have a choice, but is it gonna be good for the time is the question. Also got a really nice movement speed boost just now. Yeah, my time doesn't look really good currently, I would say. Really didn't want to dash there, but I was worried about getting hit in the face. I mean, I got hit in the face anyways, so it didn't really matter that much. Yeah, so roughly 216. This is gonna be red %. So do I go for it or not? Honestly, I should probably rather use energy on these four than the bugs later. I don't think I should go for it, even if it's gonna save me some time. Whatever. Nice, okay. Actually saved time. Compared to last run. So what do we learn from that? Always play greedy. Yes. But it's still gonna be red, I'm pretty sure. Really sad that it's red just because of that random. Okay, also usually this guy doesn't hit me. Do I want to? No, I think I want to use energy for this. Actually shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it's still gonna be red, but not by a lot. Oh, actually it's not red.
Any other way into the village.
Yeah, so would have been probably like minus 15-20 seconds, if not for that ultra random death. Okay, here very important, I'm not going for the skip, because I also didn't practice it.
Look at those defenses. They sure don't want anybody getting near the village.
And I even got the long damage animation. Okay, let's see. Okay. Did they suddenly make the enemy AI better, or why do they suddenly do stuff like that? Like, they all attacked at the same time, so basically I had to take damage somewhere unless I played it ultra safe. Okay, that's completely my fault. Here I also gambled with the fact that the sword guy wouldn't attack instantly. Turns out he did. But again, I should save time in this chapter. Hope. I cancelled my attack. I feel like the amount I got hit so far was basically the entire amount I got hit in my New Game Plus glitchless run.
Watch out for goblins in there.
So, yeah, it's really bad. But yeah, if I get world record in this, I'll probably go back to doing a little bit more glitchless, since I think there's still a bit of time to get out of both categories. Especially, I think we did not have both tutorial skips in 1.1 when I did my glitchless runs. Well, I also wanted to look. I'm like not 90%. I'm like maybe 40% sure there's a skip here somewhere. Can I get this crystal? Okay, nice. I didn't even get damaged by this guy. Nice. Ah, landed on the ice. Not nice. And luckily this guy missed. It's always really awkward if this guy does his focus attack. And here it's always nice when the guy attacks you. Closer than I would have liked it. If this guy jumped earlier towards me, I would have already killed him. I jumped a bit early, so I had to use double jump there. But yeah, if you jump quite well, you can actually do it in one. Thought I had a little bit more time. But at least this time I have more ice than last time. Yeah, there you go, so one jump. Nice. Oh, let's see, do I get a lot of ice or? Okay, still quite lucky. That's my bad. I jumped a little too early. Okay, let's see. I practiced the skip like 10-50 times. I got it every time. Let's see if I can mess this up now that I'm in an actual run. Should jump there. Yeah, this is always a bit scary, you know, when you don't jump there, when you have two enemies behind each other. Since it can get blocked. I want that crystal? Nah, should be okay. I was hoping I get an attack extension on my dash. Okay, no worries, Bonnie. Have a good night. Yeah, I also hope so. Would be nice to get world record again in both categories. Okay, nice, I have also energy for this. I just have to make sure I have to get energy here now, just to be sure. Probably overkill to get the crystals here, but better safe than sorry. Because now I also have to kill these guys with normal attacks. Oh, but I got a double kill this. Okay. Because for my setup I actually need energy. But I get the rest of the energy from these two small... Ah, actually they're also out of the way, so... We could have just... We've just gotten the big one. And smarter. Hello. Finally, okay, let's see. Oh my god. That's really bad. Come on. Because I don't actually know how to set this up now. Yeah, okay, that's a reset. What? I literally practiced this 10-15 times. I got it every single time. Now that I'm here, I don't get it anymore. What is that? It's nice. So... Stop this, gonna hit them. What's the issue here? I did everything like I did in practice. I wasn't, and I didn't even look close, so I must have fucked up my jump or something like that. My initial jump, I mean. Something was off. As I said, like when I practiced it wasn't even close. I guess I'm gonna do that. Want to practice for a little bit and then go offline. So necessary. Okay, so what does it left do? It takes, I think, all of the relics.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
This is not oh, this is relics, okay. I think he takes those as well. Pretty sure. I have to look at this from. Let's see. This. Where is it? Speedrun. There it is. Okay, so what does he do? Oh, he goes there, okay. Actually, no, I'm just gonna try to get the other skip more consistently because I think that it's 1-2. I have no problem with basically having to. I mean, I have kind of have a problem with resetting it like 10 times. But yeah. And then it's only 11 PM, so I can still do stuff. That's nice. Because the problem is missing. Like, I remember there used to be a strat or a setup if you fall down, but this one of practices I never got it. Oops. Okay, so.
Using the power of the Sunstone.
Actually, I wanted to try something out.
With a barrage of relics.
Another setup, maybe. Or another route, rather. Not setup. I walk this. Okay, so I can fall to the front because I remember sometimes I think I just can't fall down easily, but I can go there, so just walk right there. Because I try to basically be in an area where where the camera changes to where I can actually see what's going on. That's what I would like to do. So I still do this, then I walk like here. But yeah, it seems like there's an invisible wall, basically. So I think that's the main issue. So what I'm trying is I'm trying to fall down this invisible wall later on, which is why I do these dashes to begin with. Well, the reason I do the dashes is because I want to have a signal to where I know that I can jump again. That's the only reason I like dash at all. Yeah, I fell down a tiny bit too early, so I fell to my death.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
And then tomorrow or whenever I stream again, I don't know yet, I definitely have to re-practice. Then I have to practice. Okay. I would like to know what happens. Like, I think if I just dash, I think nothing actually happens that I can see. But I mean, the main problem is I don't have an indicator of landing, and I don't jump. But I can try single jumping.
With a barrage of relics.
Okay, so I just... There, I was completely free to dash attack there. It's kind of confusing to me, I guess.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Yeah, that camera change was super weird. Like, what happens if I just do it more aggressively, kind of? That's what I would like to know.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Okay, I mean, I'm not sure this is gonna do anything, but let me just try doing that again. So what I do instead is, usually what I do is I double jump dash attack, double jump dash attack. So what I can do is or what I just did is I double jump dash attack, double jump dash, and basically brought me right there. So let's see if that works again. Probably not.
Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
No, it didn't work this time.
Using the power of the Sunstones,
Maybe if I stand while I double jump, maybe that's gonna
barrage
do.
of relics.
Oh. Yeah, it died, okay. The camera change was super weird again. Let's see.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Bad angle again, it seems. Okay. That camera change is not supposed to happen there. I fell down, but where? I guess on the right side again. But yeah, I think basically I just have to reset. I don't think there's anything else I can do for this if I really want to get the skip.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Yeah, depending on the angle, that's something I have to be very worried about. I think what's best is to just do the second one, just be a double jump dash and see what happens. Because I'm pretty sure if I double jump dash and then just jump dash again, the camera will change anyways. So I don't need to worry about dying here. I guess double jump dashing at the end is a bit too risky. I'm gonna fall back. Oh, okay. Guess I should do that earlier. Yes. Obviously, I don't even see my shadow. Okay, now. I really like that one just now. Try that again. It's a very light angle. I'll stream another 5 minutes, gonna try this a few more times and then gonna go offline.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Again, I need to dash earlier into the roof thingy. Okay, yeah, I like that angle. Try again. It's basically, so what I usually do is I dash hard to the right, but now I'm doing like slightly below right. Now basically with that strat, I got it twice in a row. So let's see, I got it 3 times in a row. Very telling. Does that would mean I have more time to reset in 3-3?
Using the power of the Sunstones.
But yeah, I have no clue how I could fuck that up in the run just now. It was so weird. The problem there was like, it's really weird just now because I think if I do double jump dash and the camera doesn't change, I just do a normal double jump. Because double jump dash again is just too far.
Using the power of the Sunstones.
Maybe even the dash is too far.
Distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Maybe double jump is even too far, because that's what just happened. I just did a double jump and I just instantly fell off. So maybe I have to dash. So I could just do a single jump dash. Or I can try to walk. Maybe I can even walk. Oh, I'll try walking.
Using the power of the Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Okay. 3 times now, basically. That's pretty good. But I know the moment I start doing full game runs again, I'm gonna go back to like 20%. Already know. That's it. I guess last try, maybe. once I get it again, I'll stop streaming, I guess. Then there's still the mystery of the extended skill. I once got it to go somewhere where it would even be better, but to this day I was not able, or I don't think anyone was able to reproduce it. Yeah. Okay, since I got it this fast, I'll do once more. Then if I get it again, that's really, really, really good.
Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Yeah, I think that's it. One more, and I'll see.
Sunstones, Knack can also blast distant targets with a barrage of relics.
Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, that's actually really, really good, and I'm really happy that it seems like potentially I have the 1-2 skip down now. So I have no clue if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Honestly, I think I would like it just because today was such a disaster. So yeah. That's basically it from me today. I don't know. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow. If I don't stream tomorrow or Sunday, I will definitely stream on Tuesday. Wish you all a nice rest.